Next topic is principle of capacitor. The principle of capacitor to increase the capacity of a conductor. Now, suppose we have conductor A. Positive charge is given to the conductor A so that its potential becomes maximum. Now, this is a plate B and it is uncharged. This plate B is placed near to the plate A of positive charge. Due to positive charge, negative charge will induce on this side. On this side, positive charge will be induced due to negative charge. Now, this negative charge is close to the positive charge. So this negative will reduce the positive charge and hence its capacity will be increased. Now, if we take the same pair, A positive plate and plate B negative and this positive charge. Let now this is earth. Therefore, all the positive charge will be cancelled. Only negative charge will be left on the plate B. Positive charge on the plate A. Negative charge on the plate B will be left. This negative charge will reduce the positive charge on the plate A. If the positive charge on the plate will be reduced, then conductor A has capacity to gain the charge more. So this is the principle of a capacitor, which is to increase the capacity of capacitor. Now, this is a arrangement of two plates. One plate is positive charge, other plate is of negative charge. This arrangement is known as parallel plate capacitor. Next topic is capacitance of parallel plate capacitor. There are two parallel plate capacitor. One is of positive charge, other is of negative charge. Now, it has surface charge density plus sigma. It has surface charge density minus sigma. Let's D is the distance between the plates. Sigma is surface charge density. D is distance between the plate. A is area of plate. Now, electric field inside the capacitor at this point P. In the Gauss theorem, we have find the electric field intensity due to long infinite plane sheet. Using that application of Gauss theorem, we can find the electric field intensity between the parallel plate capacitor, and this is equals to sigma upon epsilon 0. Now, we know sigma is charge upon area, this is Q upon A. Now we can put the value of sigma is here, this is Q upon A epsilon 0. Now in the potential we have done V is equal to E into D, electric field into distance. According to this relation, E is equal to dV upon dr. Now we can write V electric field into distance. Now put the value of E, this is Q upon A epsilon 0 into D. Using the relation for the capacitance, C is equal to Q upon V. Now put the value of V, this is QD, this is epsilon 0 A cancelled, so it will be epsilon 0 A upon D. So relation for the capacitor of a parallel plate capacitor is epsilon 0 A upon D. Next topic is combination of capacitor. Series combination. for the series combination, condition is charge remains same, potential get divided. Now capacitor connected with the battery, potential V, positive, negative, charge Q. According to the relation, Q is equal to CV, or we can find the value of V. This is Q upon C. In the place of capacitor, we attach two capacitor in series combination, positive, negative, positive, negative. Negative is connected with the positive, so it is series combination. This is potential V. Now charge Q. Charge remains same, Q in every capacitor. Potential get divided. So in the first capacitor, potential will be V1. In the second capacitor, potential will be V2. Now for capacitor C1, we can write Q equal C1 V1. V1 is Q by C1. For capacitor C2, Q equal C2 V2. We can find V2 Q by C2. Total potential V is V1 plus V2. Now the value of V is Q upon C. V1 is Q by C1. V2 is Q by C2. Now we can write 1 by C, 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Second is parallel combination. Condition for the parallel combination is charge divide, potential remains same. Let capacitor of capacitance C attach with a battery of potential V, charge Q flow, Q equals CV. In the place of capacitor, we attach two capacitor in parallel combination, positive negative C1, positive negative C2. These are in parallel combination, potential V. In the parallel combination, potential remains same, potential V in both the capacitor. Charge will divide. This is charge Q. It will divide into two parts. First is Q1, second is Q2. Charge is Q1, here charge is Q2. For capacitor C1, we can write Q1 C1V. For capacitor C2, we can write Q2 C2V. Now total charge Q divided into two parts, Q1 and Q2. Q is CV, Q1 is C1V plus C2V. So we can write C is equal to C1 plus C2. So in series combination, capacitance will be 1 by C, 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. And in parallel combination, capacitance is C is equal to C1 plus C2. Now topic is energy stored in capacitor. Capacitor of capacitance C attached with a battery of potential V. Let dq is small charge passing through the battery. Therefore, small work done dW. Now dW is equal to potential into charge. This is dq. Now we know V is equal to Q by C into dq. Now integrate dW 1 by C Q dq, 0 to maximum charge Q, W 1 by C Q square by 2, 0 to Q, W 1 by 2C. This is Q square minus 0, W 1 by 2C into Q square. Work stored is equal to energy. So U is equal to half Q square upon C. Now we know Q is equal to CV. Therefore energy will be half C square V square upon C. So U is equal to half CV square. Next topic is energy density. This is energy stored per unit volume. Now, volume is area into distance, A into D. Energy stored is half CV square. We know C is epsilon 0 A by D. V is ED. Therefore, energy density UD, energy stored half CV square upon volume AD. Half C is epsilon 0 A by D into ED upon A into D. Half epsilon 0 A E square D square upon D upon AD. So it will be cancelled, it will be cancelled. So energy density will be half epsilon 0 into E square.